The Sassanian Roman Wars from 224 to 651 AD were a series of conflicts between the Roman and later Byzantine Empire and the Sassanian Empire. These wars spanned over 4 centuries and included numerous battles, sieges, and campaigns, showcasing the military tactics and strategies of both empires. Here's an overview of the key tactics used during these conflicts. Sassanian tactics. 1. Cavalry dominance, cataphracts. The Sassanian army was renowned for its heavily armored cavalry known as cataphracts. These units were crucial in both offensive charges and defensive maneuvers, providing a formidable force on the battlefield. Horse archers, light cavalry archers were used for hit-and-run tactics, harassing enemy formations and disrupting supply lines. Their mobility and archery skills made them highly effective against less mobile Roman infantry. Siege warfare played a crucial role in the Sassanian military strategy. The Sassanians developed advanced siege techniques, including the use of siege towers, battering rams, and mining operations to breach fortifications. They successfully besieged key Roman cities such as Antioch and Dara. Additionally, the Sassanians constructed robust fortifications along their borders, particularly in strategically important cities and passes, to defend against Roman incursions. Strategic alliances and diplomacy were vital components of the Sassanian approach to warfare. They often allied with various nomadic tribes, such as the Huns and the Arabs, to bolster their military strength and create additional fronts against the Romans. Furthermore, the Sassanians engaged in diplomatic efforts to weaken Roman alliances and create internal strife within the Roman Empire, thereby reducing the effectiveness of Roman military campaigns. Psychological warfare was another key aspect of Sassanian strategy. They often displayed their military might through grand parades and the construction of impressive architectural works, such as the Tak Khazra. These displays were intended to intimidate their enemies and boost their own morale. In addition, the Sassanians used harsh reprisals against rebellious territories or defeated foes to discourage resistance and maintain control over conquered regions. Roman and Byzantine tactics. Legionary adaptation, heavy infantry. The core of the Roman and later Byzantine armies remained their well-trained and disciplined heavy infantry. These units formed the backbone of their battle lines and were effective in both offense and defense. Flexible formations. The Romans adapted their formations to counter the mobility of the Sassanian cavalry, employing more flexible and responsive tactics, including the use of reserves to plug gaps in the line. Combined arms tactics, cavalry integration. The Romans increasingly integrated cavalry units, including cataphracts and mounted archers, into their armies to counter the Sassanian cavalry and provide greater battlefield flexibility. Artillery and engineering. Roman forces utilized advanced artillery such as ballistae and onagers in both offensive and defensive operations. Their engineering skills were also crucial in constructing fortifications and siege works. Fortifications and defense in depth. The Romans and Byzantines built and maintained extensive fortifications along their eastern frontier, including fortified cities and watchtowers, to protect against Sassanian invasions. This strategy involved multiple layers of defense with fortified positions designed to slow down and weaken invading forces, buying time for the main Roman army to respond. Strategic maneuvering. The Romans developed a system of rapid response units stationed in strategic locations to quickly counter Sassanian raids and incursions. Roman commanders often launched counterattacks to recapture lost territory and retaliate against Sassanian incursions, aiming to disrupt their supply lines and communications. Key battles and campaigns. The Battle of Edessa in 260 AD saw the Romans suffer a major defeat, and Emperor Valerian was captured. This highlighted the need for better tactics and coordination against the Sassanian forces. The Battle of Dara in 530 AD was a turning point where the Byzantines under General Belisarius employed innovative tactics, including the use of trenches and fortified positions, to achieve a decisive victory against the Sassanians. The siege of Constantinople in 626 AD showcased the Byzantines' defensive capabilities and strategic planning as they successfully defended their capital against a combined Sassanian and Avar siege. Conclusion: the Sassanian-Roman wars were characterized by a series of tactical and strategic innovations by both empires. The Sassanians relied heavily on their cavalry, siege warfare, and psychological tactics, while the Romans and Byzantines adapted their military strategies to counter these threats, emphasizing combined arms tactics, fortifications, and rapid response units. The prolonged conflict demonstrated the resilience and adaptability of both empires, ultimately shaping the military and political landscape of the region for centuries.